To those of you who feel called to this reading in particular, my goal is to give you a message that the universe has for you at this very moment. First, we're going to start with one card for the context or the general energy with the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. If at the end of this reading you find that you liked it, hit the like button to show me that. And if you want to stick around to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram for more reading related content where I use my voice and also make music inspired visual art for when I don't know how to put how I feel into words. Links are in the description. Okay, so your general energy is the Five of Pentacles. This is definitely about your resources. Conservation, self-conservation. Maybe not spending money when you don't need to spend money. Or that could be your fears saying that. Let's look deeper into this Five of Pentacles. With this deck, Prisoner Visions Tarot. Alright. We have the Three of Wands with the Sun and Aries. I just heard Moon, air, maybe air signs in general. The Three of Wands is an expansive energy. I can definitely feel how you are at this phase in your life where you're supposed to be building something for yourself, creating your own abundance, and showing up in the world in your own unique way. Definitely something here about discovering who you are through growth, through changing your perspectives and allowing the past to teach you instead of drag you down. I could definitely see how your stubbornness is a reflection of your access to resources. Or the King of Wands. The King of Wands, I think this is who the universe is guiding you to be. The King of Wands is telling you that you have a lot of power and a lot of potential when you aren't stubborn. Oh, and of course, we have the Lovers with the Heart Chakra, Gemini, and Mars. I'm going to turn the notifications off my phone because I don't want to be distracted. Okay. The Lovers. The universe definitely wants you to make a commitment. I'm not surprised that you're in these more destructive energies with the Five of Pentacles. Definitely something here about learning to love yourself unconditionally for who you are and to always be committed to who you are and not giving up on yourself. I definitely feel called to say that just because other people give up on you doesn't mean you should give up on you. You know yourself better than anyone, and you can be whoever you want, but you also have to make sure that you get what you deserve out of life, because whether you want to believe it or not, you care about whether things are fair and just and right. You do care. I know stubbornness. Trust me. Eight of Wands with Jupiter and more Gemini. It's interesting. The energy here does seem to have an air of darkness to it, I guess you could say. Maybe that's why I heard air in the beginning of the reading. But yeah, the Eight of Swords is someone who feels helpless, who feels trapped, but really it's You feel helpless because your thoughts make you think that way. You feel trapped because your thoughts make you think that way. If you allow yourself to go outside of your comfort zone, even just like, inching your way out, do the pace that works best for you. I wouldn't take that somewhere, but there's that. I guess that's all the universe wanted me to say. But with the Eight of Swords, I almost said Eight of Wands, let go, knowing that you deserve more. There's definitely a strong sense of unconditional love for self here. Like, just forgiving yourself for the past and allow yourself to start anew. I really feel that you could turn your life around if you really wanted to. You could be this powerful, influential person that you want to be. You have a lot of light inside of you, but it's under all that rubble and darkness. And it's really just a matter of whether you move that rubble or not. Wow. The Hanged Man. Third eye. If that didn't motivate you to let go, here's the Hanged Man, the piranhas, and how this person in the water is completely unknown, or unaware of the danger that they could put themselves in. Definitely feeling something here about fighting for what you believe in, but doing it in a different way. Instead of taking the path that might lead to, instead of doing illegal things or letting people's judgment get to your head. Just be you. You always deserved to grow up knowing who you were and where you were meant to be, instead of having someone breathe down your neck and try to tell you who you are. The third eye, there is a very strong need to trust yourself and believe in yourself more, and to focus on ways to improve your self-confidence so you can open up more opportunities for yourself. As long as you stay committed and be like, basically breaks are okay, but as long as you know you're going to get back to it, that's all that matters. Which I'm telling you, the right thing to do is to move at your pace, because that's going to put you on the fastest track. No matter how slow you think you're moving, that's going to put you on the fastest track to getting to where you want to be. Because if you put too much on yourself, you're going to give up and feel overwhelmed and trapped again, I don't think you realize the difference you could make for yourself if you were less stubborn and more willing to love yourself. Really, this is just about an unwillingness to love yourself, to see your value, and to see your potential. I definitely feel called to say it's there. You just think it's not there because that's what people have shown you and made you to believe. See you for you. There's definitely a really strong need here to focus on yourself. Put some hard work and dedication towards yourself. And I don't mean in a typical go out and get a job kind of way. I'm talking about your mental health and understanding yourself. If you felt misunderstood, probably because you didn't if it was feeling misunderstood, that made life harder for you. A lot more people in this world are misunderstood as well, and I'm not trying to diminish your pain. I'm just saying that you're not alone. You have the Empress with the heart and sacral chakra and the planet of Venus. So coming back to focusing on your personal growth and your personal expansion, the Wheel of Fortune. You have so much potential. And yes, if you watch tarot readings along the way, you're probably going to fucking hate this card. But you'll understand. But the Empress, this is the energy you should be focused on balancing out right now, your feminine energy. Leading life, understanding that life is also not just about love, there are going to be things in this world that you hate. And that's okay. You just can't let that hatred drag you down, because you're just going to become what you hate. It's good for you right now to be focused on your feminine energy, like your thoughts and your emotions, your mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. And for someone, this could be a call to focus on, to explore spirituality, to find something to believe in that actually aligns with your values and who you are. And I do feel called to mention that religions, I believe they're all meant to teach us something. I don't believe there is one ultimate religion. Perhaps your spirit guides, if you've never spoken with spirit guides before, they might want to do that in the future. It just feels like an encouragement for you to find something to believe in. And I think the universe wants to know that spirituality might understand you more than any religion has. So, what could it hurt looking into it and learning about it? I just saw 1111, a wish. Is it worth a wish? And we have strength with the sun again and Leo. That's cool. I think you don't give yourself enough credit for how strong you actually are. Like, your stubbornness and that hard-headedness, it can be used for better reasons. Take that however it resonates. Like, your passion, you're really good at committing to things. I don't think it's commitment that you're bad at. It's what you commit to. Your decision on that is what you need to look more into. So look at your commitments. Do they align with you? Do they support causes that you support? There's strong energy here about your strength making a difference, especially with this King of Wands, because the King of Wands is more out there in the world and very hardworking, especially because of their passion and their drive and will and motivation. All these words coming to mind. Just now seeing 1222, with remembering seeing the Wheel of Fortune, there is an element here about meeting the universe halfway through authenticity. So, mental health issues, depression, anxiety, where that stems from. Denying who you are, or denying what reality actually is. I think it's ultimately about denying who you are. I think that's what really can drive people crazy, It's like gaslighting. I understand. You really, really do need to learn to trust yourself and believe in yourself more. It is possible to learn how to do that and to not need parents to teach you that. And I'm not saying you don't deserve parents to teach you that, but we gotta accept things we can't control and look to ourselves for help and to step into our own power. You're definitely capable of a lot more than you give yourself credit for. Because like what I'm saying, commitment, you're not bad at commitment. I just saw 333. What you're bad at is what you choose to commit to. The Knight of Pentacles with Venus. The Knight of Pentacles, this was in another reading, probably the previous one, but yeah, Nine of Pentacles with Venus and Virgo. Yeah, there is one commitment in your life that you do need to make room for, and it's never to let the things that you can't control about yourself or the world get to your head. Just an acceptance for the way that things are. Looking yourself in the mirror and just loving yourself for who you are. Because really it's about the soul, not the body. There are someone, I'm not going to make that judgment. Never mind. But yeah, the commitment that you need to make room for. You do. I see that with the Lovers in the Knight of Pentacles here, because the Lovers, commitment, if you're bad at choosing what you commit to, this Nine of Pentacles definitely makes it a lot clearer. Because the Nine of Pentacles is an energy where you are comfortable with where you're at. There's definitely a need to realize that things could be much worse than they actually are. I don't mean to offend you. It's just actually seeing that it's genuinely helpful. I have, at least me personally, like I used to be, like everybody's pain, it all matters. But just seeing that, oh, well, I'm grateful that I have a bed to sleep in, or that I have a house, that can really help take your mind off of things that you can't control, because truly, it could be worse. Okay, next we have the Ace of Cups. Okay. This is like the brightest energy on the table. And not just because of the imagery. With all of these fears, the anxieties, this feeling of feeling trapped and helpless in your head, there's a lot of revelations to be had, realizations, if you're spiritual awakenings, spiritual growth and development, healing. It helps you, when you better understand yourself, you're ultimately going to better understand your psychic abilities, your gifts and stuff like that. And then you can find your own unique way to give back in the world, especially in ways that made you hurt when you thought about it. Like if it hurts you to know that there are children in the foster care system, you could turn pain into potential and maybe invest in building a better foster care system, something like that. Like turning that fear into wisdom. You can make such a difference based on understanding what you went through and the purpose behind that. We all have a purpose. You have a purpose. And no matter what you do, you will always be outliving that purpose, no matter if you choose to stay committed to what you are committed to, or whether you choose to commit to your mental health and finding something to believe in, if that's relevant. This reading is just mostly about your mental health, whether you believe in something or not, just finding something to help motivate you, like seeing the reasons why you should focus on your mental health instead of, I just heard every excuse under the sun that you shouldn't focus on your mental health. Yeah. And also, the universe is going to be honest. Focusing on your mental health is not going to be an overnight fix. But if you don't start, you'll never finish. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. I do feel sort of like a potentially a tough love energy here. No matter what, you are always where you're meant to be. So, if you take offense, it's your problem. But I do believe in being honest with people and helping them see the truth, so that way they can give themselves what they deserve, and they can help other people have what they deserve. I think the truth and being honest is very important, and I'm willing to bet that you do too. But I don't think you realize that you're not as honest with yourself as you could be. Yeah, because at the bottom of the deck we have the Eight of Pentacles, learning something new, investing in something. Like, this is, here, let's just get this card. This is you, this person. And let's say that watering these plants is a representation of focusing on staying committed to your mental health in the same way that this woman here, has been committed to these plants. There's so much abundance and potential and light and brightness, I don't know how to describe it, underneath all of the pain. You can have more, and you can give people more. You can make a difference. You can be the change. And I'm telling you, the more pain that you experience, the more wisdom there is for you to unlock. Like, you are so much more wise than you think. Then we have, I wish you didn't see me as a threat. I forgot to... I definitely felt called to this card But next I want to move on to using these index cards just to look a little deeper before ending the reading. But this one came out and it stuck out to me because I'm glad, because it says what it says. Wishing that you didn't see me as a threat. I wish you didn't see me, the reader, as a threat, or the universe. I wish you didn't see the truth as a threat. And you know, the world is a difficult place, because being honest, it can be one of the scariest things you can do. It can get you into a lot of pain, hurt, and trouble if you don't learn how to make better decisions. That way you can make better commitments. I wish you didn't see me as a threat. Next, we have Pentacles. So this could be some sort of occult vibes. Just know that you're very, very wise. You have some very powerful wisdom to unlock if you give yourself the chance. The Pentacles, though, another message that I'm getting is your material world, your money, your resources, like 5 of Pentacles here. And the Pentacles, it's all about your physical reality. There is something like a weird, I'm only calling it weird because it's hard for me to describe, a weird focus on your money, your resources, like, and this Pentacles card just really confirms that. I feel like the way that you make money, like an environment that's going to be successful for you and your uniqueness. You're not meant to be in the workforce in a traditional sense. You're not meant to be on a 9-to-5 schedule. I think you're more productive when you're able to be more creative and expressive. Especially after you heal and everything and you get all this wisdom, you're gonna have a lot to express. Okay. Now we have Mother. So this message may not resonate for everybody, but there may be a mother figure in your life that you hold resentment towards, and you need to look deeper into that resentment. I mean, this could even be for like any parent, any caregiver. So maybe it does resonate for everybody, or take it or leave it. But this parental figure, whether it was a mother, father, whatever, and your resentment towards this person, you are a lot more like this person than your anger and your frustration allows you to see. I really, really do feel like looking at your anger will teach you a lot about yourself. And you're also being told that when you really look deep into anger, you're going to find that it's really just sadness. And anger is like sadness with passion. There's definitely a deep sense of injustice here. Maybe this parental figure has seemed to have betrayed you, or maybe they have. And I can definitely see how that takes a lot of anger. So I also feel called to tell you that you don't have to receive an apology for this person or talk to them to get your closure and to move forward with your life and to be happy. Because if you cut this person out of your life and your life has gotten better, was probably a good decision. I'm not going to argue against that. But yeah, even if this person isn't in your life or is involved, whatever, looking at this anger and trying to understand it so it can be let go. Not looking at this anger and trying to find reasons to justify this person's betrayal. You know what I mean? Next, wow. It says commit. Wow. Okay. That's definitely more of the universe saying that. Clearly, you're being called to commit to understanding your anger, understanding why you felt sad in the first place, that it led to anger. Listening to your inner child, giving him or her room to speak, and being there. There's definitely a connection that needs to be made between you and your inner child. I can definitely feel that one. But you're definitely being called to commit to your mental health and to find a reason to stay committed. Or multiple reasons. Just what you believe in, your perspective, that matters potentially so much more than you think or realize. But I think it's still kind of crazy that this commit card came out, because you're not good at commitment. You're not bad at commitment. You're not bad at patience. You're not bad. You're not bad at those things. You just need to work more on your decision making and only investing in things that you truly, truly, truly believe are worth investing in. I hope that was helpful. That's the end of your reading. I'd love to hear any comments you have in the comment section, and if you'd like to offer more support for what I'm trying to create, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.